Colleagues, I think, on both sides of the House were a little bit perturbed yesterday when the Home Secretary said, I urge colleagues not to attempt casework for themselves, and I'm glad she's rowed back on that today in her statement. And this session, I think, has shown the vital role that members can play in bringing cases to the attention of ministers where they need action. So I do welcome what she said about that. I listened carefully also. She said she wanted to do things united in an international way, and I don't think she's ruled out taking the approach of a temporary protection mechanism to allow access to public services. Because do we really, at the end of the day, want to be a country that until recently was granted passports and privileges to Putin's friends, but won't waive visas for Putin's Ukrainian victims in their hour of need?
Speaker, if I may just clarify to the honourable gentleman. First of all, when I said about casework yesterday, I mean, honourable members raise casework on the floor of the House. That's absolutely fine. I've not said don't do that. But also it's a case of bringing cases directly in fast time. And in fact, colleagues have emailed me since the weekend where I've been picking them up myself. And obviously that is a much more efficient way. Just come to me directly. We're all 24/7. That's the nature of all our work. And I've always said we'll happily pick that up rather than waiting to come to the floor of the House. It's the point that I make. In terms of, I rule nothing out, but what I would say, in particular around visas, the point about visas is actually having documentation of individuals. That is important, particularly when they come here to access public services, gain employment, all those kinds of things, but also on the biometric checks. Biometric checks are important, and that is the point that, you know, I've been making. We do need to make those checks, keep those checks in place. We'll work with all colleagues. You know, I'm in touch with the Commissioner in the EU as well. We've got to learn from each other because this is a real-time crisis, and, you know, with that, things will probably get a lot worse. So we have to have the agility and flexibility to respond.